Good morning again and welcome. My name is Kate Messick, and I'm this year's Falls Young Lawyers Chair and also Falls Liaison to the Florida Bar Young Lawyers Board of Governors. Actually, as of yesterday, Stephanie Cagna took over, but this is my last responsibility. Today, we're really honored to have with us this esteemed group of women, true leaders in our profession, and we're very grateful to have you here to donate your time and share your wisdom. And a special thank you goes to Judge Richardson, who's been preparing for this, working hard, and fielded a lot of my emails with a lot of questions, so thank you for that. I also would like to take a moment to thank my committee members. Two of them are here. I know Iris and Christina are both here. Is Christina here? Somewhere stepped out, maybe? I don't know. But thank you, ladies, so much. They've worked so hard this year, and we've got other committee members who couldn't make it but did an awesome job. And we also couldn't make this possible without our sponsors, and we have several. The Gwen Cherry Black Women Lawyers Association from Tallahassee. I know several of you are here. Thank you. We've got the South Palm Beach County chapter who sponsored, Jackson Women Lawyers Association, my chapter sponsored, Esquire Depositions, and also our title sponsor gets a special thank you, Roy Lawyers, and Lisa Lulav is here. If you want to say a few words. Again, thank you so much for your sponsorship. I'm going to now turn it over to our new president, Kristen Norris. Congratulations. You inspire me every day, my dear.
Thank you so much to Kate and the committee members. Kate came to us last year and said, well, I'm thinking about putting on a CLE and putting this together, and do you think that's a great idea? When do you want to do it? And she has done just an amazing job organizing this, finding these panelists. Thank you so much to our panelists for being here and our sponsors. We really do appreciate it. It helps make these events possible. On behalf of Fall, thank you for coming here today. It's really, I feel like bad because I took one of the best honors out of the program away from Kate to introduce our moderator for today. Judge Richardson is a graduate of Florida State University College of Law, and she was elected to the bench of the second Judicial Circuit in November 2008. She's now in her second term as a circuit court judge, and she is the first Ethiopian-born judge elected to such an office in the entire United States. Judge Richardson's service on the bench includes her work on, and I'm drastically shortening this, Judge Richardson, I'm sorry, but their accomplishments are so many, I could not get through it all. She's served on the Judicial Ethics Advisory Committee, the Supreme Court Judicial Management Council, the Florida Commission on Access to Civil Justice, the Florida Court Education Council, and a faculty on the Advanced Judicial College and Conference of County Court Judges. Before taking the bench, she was an accomplished and experienced attorney in both the private and public sector in the area of labor and employment law. And she has a very long list of awards also that I've had to kind of pick and choose from. A Distinguished Leadership Award from the Conference of County Court Judges, Outstanding Performance and Lasting Contributions as the first elected Ethiopian American judge in the United States, Presidential Service Award from the Conference of County Court Judges, Woman of Distinction from the Girl Scouts, African Americans in History and Culture from Tallahassee Community College, the 2014 Humanitarian Award from Martin Luther King Foundation of Florida, and I actually have even more listed here, but I'm probably going to I'm going to spare her a little bit. Throughout her professional career, Judge Richardson has been actively involved with our chapter here, TWL, and credits her professional and personal growth relationships she developed there. She was the first African American president to have been elected president of TWL, and was known for her ability to build bridges between the bar associations and the community at large. And she's wife and mother of 2 daughters. So I think you can probably understand from this introduction why we invited Judge Richardson here to lead this panel. She has been a leader in everything that she's done, and we really appreciate her time and effort here today. Thank you, Judge Richardson.
let me first thank Paul for inviting me. I am so excited to have the opportunity to moderate such a dynamic group of women, and I'm just as excited as you are to hear from them and what they have to say. I know that I'm here to be involved with Paul. I'm very involved with Tallahassee Women Lawyers. I have to do a personal shout out to our president, current president, Catherine Chapman, and all my TWL friends here. I am a past president of TWL, and they helped me so much when I ran for office. So talk about a good old girl network. We have got it. So when you're a member of your local women lawyers group and fall, it is powerful because we actually, not only do we put money out to support each other, but we actually work in the trenches. So it's so good to be here and to be involved. So with that, I wanted my bio to be abbreviated because these 5 women are the stars, and I hope you allow me to read. I did want to read more of their bios because we're going to be hearing from them for 2 hours. Then we're going to break for 30 minutes for questions. But I wanted you to hear some of their backgrounds so that as you're thinking about leadership, and we're talking about leadership, then you can think about their respective backgrounds so that when they're reflecting on their life and their professional growth, you'll know more about where they came from and how they started, okay? And hopefully we can all relate to, probably we're going to be able to relate to every one of them. All right, so with that, I'm going to begin introducing you to Lorna, who's sitting next to me, and Lorna Brown Burton. And let me read you her background. I hope you don't mind if I sit down. And we have agreed that we're going to use first name basis. In court, it is a personal pet peeve when lawyers refer to each other by first name, and I notice that sometimes women lawyers, we're the first ones to be called by our first name in court. But today, we're in a more familiar, friendly place, so we've all agreed that we're going to use first name basis. So Lorna is an AV-rated attorney who is licensed to practice law in the state of Florida since 1987 and the Southern District of Florida since 1990. Lorna's primary area of practice is workers' compensation defense, representing employers, self-insured carriers for 27 years, and has also experience in the areas of labor and employment law and Social Security disability, as well as practice representing individuals in consumer bankruptcy law. She is also an adjunct professor at Broward College in the paralegal degree program, where she's an instructor of debtor-creditor relations and bankruptcy law. She has also owned and operated her own firm, which is certified as an MWBE SBE since February of 2004. As of September, Ms. Lorna merged with the D'Amico law firm to form the firm Brown, Burton, and D'Amico, PLLC. She was an active member of the Legal Aid Board of Directors and has held several officer positions, which included president. Although she's no longer a member of the Board of Directors of Legal Aid, she remains involved with legal aid fundraisers and other activities for the public good. Lorna is also a member of the Workers' Compensation Section of the Florida Bar, a prior elected member of the Florida Board of Governors, Young Lawyers Division, as the 17th Circuit Representative with a special appointment to the Board of Governors, Young Lawyers from 2002 to 2003. She's also a former elected president of the Young Lawyers section of the Broward County Bar Association. Lorna completed 2 3-year terms on the Florida Bar Grievance Committee, respectively, and also served as chair of the 17E Grievance Committee. Lorna was also elected to the Florida Bar Board of Governors as one of the 17th Circuit's representatives for Broward County 2012 to 2013, and she was subsequently re-elected and is currently one of our representatives on the Florida Board of Governors. She's also a member of the Broward County Bar Association, the National Bar Association, and the T.J. Reddick Bar Association, and the Caribbean Bar Association. She's a graduate of the University of Florida, as well as Nova University Center for the Study of Law, now Nova Southeastern Shepherd. Lorna was also appointed to Nova Southeastern University Shepherd Broad Law Center Board of Governors in 2014, and she continues to serve on that board. She's she's the incoming president for the Broward Women's Alliance, and she's also the incoming president in September of 2015 of the Rotary Fort Lauderdale, where she is the president as of, is it next month?
Yeah.
July 2015 through June 2016. She's a former board member of the Enterprise Coral Springs and the Economic Development Foundation of Coral Springs, where she has held positions as an officer as well as the Broward Alliance as an executive board member. Ms. Burton is a board member also of the Girl Scouts of Southeast Florida, where she served as chair from 2013 to current, and then she was reelected as chair 2015 to 2017. She has been recognized for her achievement in Who's Who in Black South Florida, the 2007 inaugural edition, and is considered one of South Florida's most influential attorneys.
I think that's it.
Okay. So would you give her, I could go on, but I'm going to stop. Isn't it amazing? I mean, what can I cut out? So you understand then why I wanted you all to know. She's involved on so many levels. So with that, would you give Lauren a hand? All right, sitting next to her, we have Tracy Gerber, and let me read to you about this dynamic attorney. So Tracy, and I would be remiss if I did not introduce her very charming husband, who's an appellate judge. Judge Gerber, would you please stand to be recognized? So good you're here. Tracy Gerber is the co-managing shareholder of Greenberg Trauig's West Palm Beach office. She is a member of the firm's National Securities Litigation Practice Group as well as the National Labor and Employment Practice Group. Tracy represents major Wall Street brokerage firms in arbitrations, regulatory proceedings, and in federal and state court. She has litigated numerous cases involving millions of dollars in controversy. Tracy's broker-dealer employment practice includes the defense of claims by employees alleging federal and state statutory discrimination, wrongful termination, retaliation, defamation, and sexual harassment. She also litigates employment disputes arising out of internal investigations, regulatory inquiries, and alleged whistleblower complaints. In the sales practice arena, Tracy has defended complex product-related controversies, pension fund consultant cases, failure to hedge matters, mass claimant actions, and fiduciary claims involving managed accounts. Tracy has tried over 40 arbitrations to final award. In 2010, Tracy defended as lead counsel one of the largest employment arbitrations ever filed before FINRA. The former employee plaintiffs were seeking $232 million in connection with their management of the multi-billion-dollar tobacco trust escrow accounts. The FINRA arbitration panel dismissed the claims outright, and the award was confirmed by the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida. Tracy is a member of the Securities Industry Financial Markets Association, Compliance and Legal Society, the Palm Beach County chapter of the Florida Association for Women Lawyers, the Palm Beach County Bar Association, and she is an emeritus member of the Palm Beach County chapter of the American Inn of Court. Tracy also serves as an industry arbitrator, and I want to make sure, is it FINRA?
Yeah.
For FINRA, and is a frequent writer and speaker on the subject of securities arbitration. For the past 5 years, Tracy has served as a speaker at the Securities Industry Institute at the Wharton School. Tracy has been a Martindale-Hubbell AV preeminent rated for the past 10 years and has been recognized as a Florida super lawyer and is listed in Best Lawyers in America for Securities Litigation. She received her undergraduate degree from Tulane University and her law degree with honors from the University of Florida. I did point out to her that she's wearing garnet and gold, and I'm really happy about that. Okay. She is a member of the Florida Bar and is admitted to practice before the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida, Middle District of Florida, and the District of Colorado, as well as the 11th Circuit Court of Appeal in the United States Supreme Court. She is the mother of 3 daughters, ages 18, 16, and 12. And she's going to talk about her career path. I do know that made extra effort to be here with us because she was in San Francisco yesterday, flew in, and then flies out to go to Chicago for tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here. If you would give her a round of applause. All right, and next to her is Juliet, and let me tell you about Juliet. So Juliet Murphy-Rulak is a licensed attorney with over 25 years of litigation experience in the area of business litigation and appeals. Her career has been primarily as a corporate counsel, most recently in the Office of the General Counsel at Florida Power and Light Company. She has successfully litigated a great variety of complex and high-exposure matters in many jurisdictions throughout the state and also handled appeals of those matters. Juliet currently serves as the Regional Manager for Corporate External Affairs and develops regional strategies for the company for governmental and community relations. Juliet accomplished both Bachelor of Arts and Juris Doctorate degrees from the University of Florida. She is admitted to the Florida Bar and the U.S. District Court for the Southern District and the Middle District. She is also a certified arbitrator and previously served as a Lemon Law arbitrator for the Attorney General. She has achieved Martindale-Hubbell's highest AV rating as determined by her peers. Juliet is very involved in professional and community activities. She was appointed by Governor Rick Scott in May to the prestigious University of Florida Board of Trustees, and she was the first African-American woman to be appointed to the board. She also served 3 terms on the Florida Florida Bar Board of Governors. She served on the executive committee, she chaired various committees, and served as co-chair of the annual convention committee for 2012. She is the incoming chair of the Florida Bar's Leadership Academy. Juliet was elected to and previously served on the Florida Bar Board of Governors as president of the Young Lawyers Division. She was the first African American to hold that position. In that position, she also served on the executive committee of the Florida Bar Board of Governors, and she was also a former federal appointee to the Federal Judicial Nominating Commission, Southern District. She is the current chair of the Board of Directors for the Business for Arts of Broward and serves on the executive committee and CEO council of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance and the Broward Workshop. Juliet is strongly committed to community service. Her prior professional and community activities include service to the University of Florida Law Center, Association Board of Trustees, Florida Mediation Institute, the Women's Lawyer Division, Virgil Hawkins Bar Association, National Bar Association, Mount Olive Gardens Board of Directors, and past president and member of the local club of the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women, and she also volunteers to provide pro bono service to legal services. She is an invited speaker, presenter, and panelist for several continuing legal education seminars, voluntary bar, and community events on a variety of topics. She has also been published in the area of trial practice. She has served as a delegate representing the Florida Bar to the International Civitas Program in Budapest, Hungary, and the Ambassador to Ambassador Law Leadership Program in South Africa. She has received numerous awards. The ones I'll highlight include maybe I should include this one, but Gator Great 2015, Honorary Florida Blue Key 2011 Top African American Legal Professional, 2012 100 Most Accomplished Caribbean American Attorneys, Florida Trends Legal Elite, Presidential Who's Who, Biltmore Who's Who, Manchester Who's Who Legal Leadership Award, the 2002 Champion of Law Award, and the 1999 Paul May Professionalism Award from the Broward County Bar Association. Would you give this dynamic attorney a hand? All right, and next to her is Diana Santa Maria. I love her name. Diana received her undergraduate and law degrees from the University of Miami and its School of Law. Since becoming an attorney in 1985, she has devoted her practice to the representation of persons injured or killed through the negligence of others, including medical malpractice and products liability. She also represents victims of crimes in the civil justice system. In 1991, Diana became the founding and managing partner of Diana Santa Maria, PA, in Fort Lauderdale, where she has since practiced as the managing attorney of a small 3-attorney law firm. Diana is listed in Best Lawyers in America, South Florida's Super Lawyers, and she is an AV-rated trial lawyer. From 1996 to 2006, Diana served on the Florida Justice Association Board of Directors. During that time, she was appointed to its Long Range Planning Committee and served as chair of the Continuing Legal Education Committee. She has been the recipient of various awards, including Most Valuable Player for Florida Justice Association, Legislative Leadership Shoe Leather Award, the Above and Beyond the Call of Duty, and Wings of Justice Award, and the Bronze Eagle Award. She has also served as an officer and director for the Coalition for Family Safety and as a flag trustee. In January 2014, Diana received the ABOTA Trial Lawyer of the Year Award from ABOTA Fort Lauderdale chapter, where she also served as its past president in 2012. She also served on the Broward County's Board of Directors and on numerous other voluntary bar associations. Diana is also one of our representatives on the Florida Bar's Board of Governors, representing the 17th Judicial Circuit. She was recently appointed to the Board of Governors for Nova Law School, where she has also served as an adjunct professor of law. In 2004, she was also appointed to and served on the Florida Supreme Court Judicial Nominating Commission, and she is an appointee to the Florida Supreme Court's Commission on Professionalism. In addition to her law practice, she is a certified circuit civil mediator and is a frequent author and lecturer on topics within her field. Would you give her another dynamic attorney? And then we have Michelle Suskauer, and she is an AV preeminent rated attorney by Martindale-Hubbell, which indicates that an attorney has reached the height of professional excellence and is recognized for the highest level of skill and integrity. Michelle serves on the Florida Bar Board of Governors as well, so we are very fortunate to have so many high-level Board of Governor representatives on our panel. Michelle began her legal career as an assistant public defender in West Palm Beach. She has been practicing in Palm Beach County since 1991 and specializes in criminal law in both state and federal courts. Michelle joined the Suskauer Law Firm in 1997 and concentrates her practice in the areas of domestic violence, DUI, juvenile offenses, narcotic offenses, sexual offenses, violent, white-collar crimes, and other federal offenses. Michelle is one of the most experienced, dedicated, and compassionate trial lawyers in Palm Beach County. She is highly regarded by judges, prosecutors, law enforcement, and her peers. She is known for her creative solutions to complicated problems and for her client advocacy. She is passionate about helping her clients receive the needed services to correct their circumstances so they do not become repeat offenders. Michelle is also a nationally known legal analyst who regularly appears on Headline News, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, NBC, and Newsmax. She has made hundreds of television appearances, including The O'Reilly Factor, The Abrams Report, The Today Show, Good Morning America, NBC Nightly News, Hannity and Combs, Nancy Grace, Issues with Velez Mitchell, Anderson Cooper 360, Politics Nation, and The Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch. Michelle also appeared locally as the legal analyst for Palm Beach County's NBC affiliate, News Channel 5, WFLX Fox 29, and News Radio. Michelle has been actively involved in the leadership of numerous local and state legal organizations. She is past president of the Palm Beach County Bar Association, serves as secretary on the board of directors of the Legal Aid Society of Palm Beach. She's vice president for the Bach Middle School of the Arts Foundation, and is a past president of the Florida Association for Women Lawyers, Palm Beach County chapter. As president of the Florida Association of Women Lawyers, Palm Beach County chapter, Michelle was recognized by the Governor's Office, the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice, and the Legal Aid Society of Palm Beach for her initiation of the Breakfast and Books Mentoring Program for juvenile offenders. And with that, would you give her a round of applause?